India and Afghanistan share a special relationship, and that bond brings Afghanistan's President Hamid Karzai to India to be a part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's swearing-in ceremony. President Karzai, welcome to India.
Very happy to be here.
Welcome to Headlines Today.
Lashkar, India.
President Karzai, you come to India at a time when there's been a major terror attack on the Indian consulate in Herat. Afghan soldiers and Indian ITBP personnel, they fought very well, killed the terrorists. But do we now know who were the perpetrators of this terror attack, sir?
Well, the incident is condemned by the Afghan people, as it is condemned by the people of India. This was a clear attack by terrorists on the interests of India and Afghanistan together. Luckily, the Indian security guards at the consulate reacted very promptly. Soon after that, the Afghan forces arrived, and the two together defeated the terrorists and prevented, fortunately, any damage to Indian personnel and lives, as also to the civilians in Afghanistan. They were clearly terrorists.
Where were these terrorists from? This isn't the first time that Indian interests or Afghan interests have been targeted in Afghanistan. We've lost our defense attaché, we've lost our doctors there, the embassy in Kabul has been attacked, in Jalalabad we've been attacked. Who are these perpetrators? What is the source of this terror?
According to the information that we have available to us, one given to us by a Western intelligence agency, the perpetrators were of Lashkar-e-Taiba, that organization, a terrorist organization. That's what we know at this point.
Including the one at Herat. It's Lashkar-e-Taiba.
That is the one I'm talking about, the one in Herat.
Lashkar-e-Taiba, that's a big news point you're giving us. Lashkar-e-Taiba, based in Pakistan, is behind the Herat terror attack.
Lashkar-e-Taiba is mentioned in the intelligence report given to us by a certain Western intelligence agency, yes, clearly.
President Karzai, the source of terror that is targeting Afghanistan and the source of terror that's targeting India is the same, happens to be the same as what intelligence agencies believe. What can Afghanistan and India do together to counter that terror, sir?
Well, it's a common enemy of both our countries, of our livelihoods, of our aspirations to a better future, of the hopes of the people of this region. It is also an enemy of mankind, terrorism. Therefore, as the two people of India and Afghanistan, and also as human beings, we are attacked, and we have to defend ourselves. Pakistan too is increasingly suffering the consequences of terrorism. They too have an interest, the people of Pakistan, to join hands with us to fight this menace.
But does Pakistan, in your opinion, President Karzai, continue to play that double game? Pakistan is a victim of terror, but Pakistan is also a state sponsor of terror. You've suffered, we've suffered. What's the message that India and Afghanistan together should give to Pakistan?
Well, the message is clear. The message is that we should both join hands to repulse them with the attack. We should also work together with Pakistan, and so we can create an environment whereby we can work together to defeat terrorism, rather to uproot and remove them completely, remove the sources of terrorism, remove the sanctuaries that there are. It's also in the interest of the people of Pakistan. I hope that the relevant authorities in Pakistan will also recognize this and work together with us, because the Pakistani people are suffering as much as we do in Afghanistan, and as Indians have experienced as well.
Your hope from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, your expectations, India and Afghanistan have to fight terrorism together. The source of the terrorism, both according to India and Afghanistan, remains Pakistan. What is it that India and Afghanistan can do together? Your hopes from Prime Minister Modi?
Well, India has been a great friend of Afghanistan, a tremendous supporter to Afghanistan. It has been at the forefront of assistance to Afghanistan all along, especially in the past 12 years. Our relationship is particularly strong and brotherly and friendly. Now, we face the same challenges as well, the same enemy as well in the form of terrorism. Therefore, it is upon us to work together and use all the means available to bring safety and security to the lives of our people. That means that every avenue, every instrument available to us together must be used to secure the lives of our citizens.
President Karzai, you've been a strong advocate of not ceding territory to terror, and the Afghan army has fought bravely,
Surely.
extremely bravely, despite not having the best of military equipment that they need. Especially, I've seen the wish list that the Afghan army had, whether it's attack helicopters or tanks or artillery. Now that there's a new government in India, would you think that that wish list needs to be given once again? What is it that India can, should and must provide to Afghanistan?
Well, yes, we do have a wish list, and we have discussed that with the government of India. The government of India has been helpful. They have agreed to certain of our demands and needs as we have presented them. Surely the government of Mr. Narendra Modi will consider our wishes favorably, and certainly this relationship will go further and deeper.
Afghan army officers, the ones who train in India, they very proudly wear Indian Military Academy or Officers Training Academy or National Defense Academy because they've trained here. Is this true that the Afghan army officers are not very keen to go to Pakistan for training, and why is that a reason? What's the reason?
India is a very good destination for army and police and all others in civilian areas as well. India has been a traditional destination for us for a very long time. Therefore, if you place a choice before the Afghan officers or in civilian areas, they would opt to come to India. That's why we have thousands of students here in India, some given some scholarships given to them by the government of India, some on their own, some that of the Afghan government. Therefore, yes, India is a favored destination.
President Karzai, post the drawdown in 2014, is that a big threat, or do you see that as an opportunity? Do you see Taliban once again take center stage in Kabul?
You put it very well. It's an opportunity, and a great one. One that we should seize, one that we should use to the advantage of Afghanistan, one that we should build on so we become self-reliant and begin to defend our country ourselves with friends like India. Rather, I should put it more clearly, with the support and assistance and the training of friends like India.
India has stakes in peace in Afghanistan. Pakistan would perhaps once again want a Taliban regime in Kabul. How can that be prevented, or is that a genuine threat post the drawdown?
It is not. No. There is no such threat to Afghanistan. Those Taliban who are Afghans, and who are victims of circumstances and in the grips of an outside element, we must work hard to bring back to our own country and to make part of our social, political and economic life. Therefore, the peace process is extremely important. We must work it out. But those Taliban, those extremists, bent upon hurting Afghanistan, destroying Afghanistan, and who are especially driven by an outside interest against Afghanistan, of course, those have to be fought and repelled, as we should do it together with India.
So, what you're saying is India and Afghanistan need to counter Pakistan-sponsored terror and Pakistan-sponsored, aided, abetted terror together, Taliban together.
Any threat that comes to both countries, any threat that comes to both countries must be fought and repelled together.
You're a senior SAARC leader, you're a senior leader of this region, President Karzai. Do you see a bigger role for yourself in this region? Now, terror between India and Pakistan is a bilateral issue, but terror that's sponsored from Pakistan in Afghanistan and in India, does that become a regional issue?
Well, terrorism is a regional issue. Terrorism is an international issue by all means and by all implications. Therefore, it is an issue, and particularly an issue for us in this region, for India, for Afghanistan, for China, for Pakistan, as well for the people of Pakistan. So we should all be working together towards finding ways where the people of this region, including the people in Pakistan, are freed from the fear that terrorism causes, the threat that terrorism causes, the loss of life and the damage that terrorism can cause to our societies. So we must work together, and those who join us in this will be our friends and companions. Those who don't, we must try to explain and to them and bring them to the right path.
Should they still not come like this? Should they
still not come, then human society cannot wait to be hurt and damaged. Therefore, we must work to repel it and to defeat it.
Lashkar-e-Taiba is behind the latest Herat terror attack. As the President of Afghanistan, what will you tell Pakistan? That Pakistan, terrorists based in Pakistan, are attacking your country, your interests, and your friends in Afghanistan?
Surely. This is something that we have discussed in the past with our brothers in Pakistan, our neighbors, and we will continue to do the same. Terrorism and our quest, our struggle against it has been a constant theme in conversations between us and Pakistan. As a matter of fact, this has been the main theme, the most prominent theme of talks, of engagement between us and Pakistan. We will continue to do that.
Are you disappointed with Pakistan? With the leadership?
I'm certainly not disappointed with Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, who has shown good intentions, who I know wants Pakistan to do well. And if Pakistan wants to do well, it has to do well with neighbors, and it has to live in peace and security with neighbors. Yes, there are instances where I'm disappointed, and that has been expressed.
President Karzai, you spoke to Headlines today. Many thanks. But on that positive note, that you hope that there'd be a brighter future and this region can come together and fight terror. Many thanks for speaking to Headlines today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.